Metaphysical Meanderings. And what I'm doing is I am not in my podcast station today. I have a podcast station that could not, I had no producer because sometimes the producers aren't there on Saturdays. And so I will be having, somebody bought out the podcast station. So there will always be somebody there soon. So I am live. This is also my predictions. And what I am doing is my predictions also, and I'm going to review my predictions of what I've joined, that I have gotten right, so that you guys will know. Now you're going to be finding that my predictions are going to be on a page. What we did is we have compiled them all down, and I'll tell you where they're located. Now they're on one spot. They're going to be here. So I'm always going to also post them onto TikTok and YouTube in compilations. So some things, like I get a lot of people that ask me certain predictions on because some of my videos have gone viral. And so what I'm doing is I am going to be talking to you about them. Now, I'm going to remind you that I'm going as fast as I can. I am extremely busy in a good way. I'm doing up to 30 readings a week. That's a lot. And I'm also taping. I'm also answering questions for free. If you would like to and you like what I do, please back me. What the plan is I'm going to, I came this close to buying a healing center, you guys. I found a healing center. Now listen to this price. There were 3 cabins, 2 main houses, 2 acres on a lake for 160 grand. And I came that close. And by the time I called, it went online at 8 a.m. It was sold by 8:30. And I came that close. That is what I am trying to do. Okay. Thank you guys. Hi, Emma from the UK. So telling you right now, that's what the plan is. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to get a place where people can come. They could book a reading, or I'd always have things going. It's almost like a spiritualist camp, I guess you could call it in a way. So I'm trying. So that's what I'm doing. So if you are interested, join my Cash App at enchantedskye, S-K-Y-E, and you can donate some money, or go to buymeacoffee.com and you can just hit, it's $5, and you just hit the button. It's just $5. So either way, I appreciate it because I do so much for free. You guys do realize I'm doing 40 readings a month for free. I'm doing dailies for free. I'm doing this for free. Now, am I getting paid for my other readings? Yes. But I want you to know that. So if you guys want to, and by the way, my dog, come here. Come here. My dog is like, nothing's wrong with her. Now, if you guys don't, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. I don't know if I can get her up here. She's a really large, she's not a real big dog. She's only 50. Oh, I can't get her. But she's doing great. And I have a golden retriever puppy that I thought was going to die. I don't know if you guys knew. She got into, we don't know if it was botulism. We don't know, but it was bad. I thought she couldn't even blink. She got to a point she couldn't get her body up. She laid on her side and couldn't walk. It was that bad. We don't know what happened. We don't know if she did jump into a lake. And we're wondering if she got into blue-green algae. We'll never know. But she's better. We've got her on some prednisone. And thank you for everybody that donated, because it was over $1,000. And I was at my rope's end on it. So beware of anything. One vet said it was botulism. The other one said it was encephalitis. Well, either way, she was on a little med. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with her now. Trust me, she's driving me insane. She's a puppy. She's 8 months old. So thank you for all you guys that sent me stuff, who were asking about my dogs. My animals, I've got 4. I've got animals. So 4 horses, 3 horses and a pony. My pony was just recently sick. She's in her 20s, and we had to have her teeth done. It was almost an emergency. She was just really struggling. Their teeth continue to grow as they age. And her tooth got up in here, and it was cutting her gums, and she couldn't eat anymore. And so we had to have her teeth floated. That's what they grind their teeth down, because they're like rabbits. Their teeth grow because they're herbivores. And okay. And then I've got 3 dogs, a cat, and about 35 chickens. I did have goats. I had to get rid of them. They weren't mine. They were my son-in-law's. So eventually maybe I'll have a goat. I don't know. I like my goats. If my goats are really tame. I really like my goats. So the goats he had, the Billy goat was real tame, but the other 2 weren't. And so, yeah. Anyway, so Hello, good morning, Texas. So now what I'm going to do is, so that you know, is one, I'm not gimmicky. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I don't need to be gimmicky. I see these people online, and there's people, like I said, they have low cut shirts, and you know what? I'm here for my ability. I don't need cards. I don't need bones. I know how to read all of it. I know how to read bones. I know how to read dice. I know how to read cards. I know how to read a lot of it. Pendulums. I know how to read dropped eggs. I don't know if you ever knew dropped eggs in water. I know how to do that. But I don't need them because I am a medium. And I've been doing this for 25 years. So what you see is what you get. You know, I am a healer. I am by the way, if you guys know, that's what you understand is I am an emotional healer. I adjust energy. You're basically getting a Reiki healing as you're talking to me. So, and that's kind of what I do. I'm not going to do anything bougie. I'm not going to do anything gimmicky. This is who I am. I look like this. This is how I dress. Everything. So, but I will tell you some predictions because I've gotten so many people. Hi guys. I've gotten so many people that are asking me about my predictions because my predictions are accurate. And it's funny because I get people on here that go, hey, you know what? You're full of garbage, you know, oh, fake, fake, fake. Well, I'm sorry, but we're compiling it. We decided that we're going to go on my website with my predictions and tell you exactly where to find them. Because I've got some written down in places and people are like, well, that could be, well, I wrote it down in my phone and on my computer. Well, when you write it on a phone, it's got a date. Now, if I go to edit it, it'll update it. How can it, so that it can't be wrong? Like I predicted Betty White's death in December before it I was in September. And so what I did was wrote it down and said some important star that's really old is going to die. And I even put, and I'm going to circle it and you guys can see it, what the date is, that it said Betty White, ? So see, that's my point. Now, I predicted last year in the summer, and you're going to find the spots, because I'm even going to put that on my website, that I predicted Yosemite was going to go up in flames. Be careful. I predicted California wildfires. So I predicted, a hurricane, 2 tsunamis, and an earthquake. An earthquake in Japan last year, I predicted that. So here are some predictions that people have been asking me about. Okay, I am from the Midwest. Yes, I am. I'm outside of Chicago. Everybody's like, I must have a Midwestern accent, right? I'm told it's a blend between Chicago and Wisconsin. It's because I'm in between. My husband is from Chicago, so I have more of a Chicago accent. But if you get north of Madison, you sound like a Yooper. You guys do know there's that thing called an Upper Peninsula of Michigan, right? People don't even know it's there sometimes. I'm like, see, I know because I'm from Wisconsin. But if you get north of Madison, oops, sorry, oop. That's just a Yooper. They call them Yoopers. And it's a very distinctive accent from what I have. I have more of a Chicago accent. So, okay. So now, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my predictions. And then I'm going to take questions. Yes, I'm going to take questions. Okay. All right. So hold on here. Yes, my YouTubers, I'm having a hard time getting I've got to change I have a stand, and the stand sometimes prohibits me from checking your questions. So if you see me moving my camera, it's because I literally can't see your questions. I don't know what to do. We're going to do this in a different way. So anyway, there, maybe that won't slide. I hope it doesn't slide. Maybe I'm going to raise you. I'm going to dip you down a little bit, you guys. Sorry. There. I had to. Wasn't getting any questions. I have a stand. See, look at, it's a stand and it has that edge and I can't tap to see the chat. So, okay. So, anyway, so first of all, these are some of the predictions because I'm getting so many people because my predictions have gone viral. And these are some of the predictions that I have. I'm sticking to them. Now, here's an interesting one, is the fact that I feel like Beto is not going to win Texas, but yet I feel like he will, but yet I feel like he won't, then I feel like he will. I don't think so, but I do want to say there's voter suppression involved. Abbott, the DeSantis in Florida will win, but there's going to be losses, and I think they're in Georgia and Kentucky, I think. I feel like Stacey Abrams is going somewhere. So just remember that. There's certain people that I am saying. I said the next president would be female. And if it's not the next president, it's the one after. Because there are 3 people coming into power that are big. 2 women and a man. Man has dark hair, real thick. He's kind of young. I don't want to say there's much gray in it at all, if none. He's coming. He's up and coming. The hair might even be a little wave to it. He's powerful, and I feel like these women are with him somehow. So maybe one's a vice president. I don't think Biden is. I have been saying, I don't think Biden will rerun. I have been saying that. I said that 2 years ago. I still don't think so. Okay. Trump will. I still predict Trump's indictment, but he won't serve a day, so it's not going to matter anyway. And I've been saying that now. I guess they're talking about it now, and he'll never run again either. He's never going to be back in power. That they're going to. This is me, because I'm very active in politics now. Now, I never was growing up because our whole generation wasn't. And now look at what mess we've got. I'm a Generation X, right? And because I wasn't then, I am now. And so I keep close track of everything. And what they need to do with Trump, because I hate Trump. I'm sorry. I don't like any of them. Biden's just a patsy for the big corporations. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm wanting for the third party. Anyway, and there is one coming. My thought is on that whole thing is that if they were to tell him, if he gets indicted, that if he's been indicted, he's going to agree to never run again. That's what they should get him on. Then he'll never run again. That'll open up the Republican side. Maybe I have voted Republican way back. I voted for Bush, not the second one, the first. I voted Al Gore the other time. But I mean, I have voted Republican. I have, what's happened is that everybody's become so corrupt. It's forcing you to take sides. Okay. Also, they need to get rid of the super PAC. If you guys don't know what the super PAC is, that's where the corporations can contribute $1 billion to a certain party, which is a bunch of crap too. It should be just the people. See, that's where all the corruption has started, by the way. So, okay. Now, some answers. DACA. These are questions that you guys have asked me, and I'm answering them for you. Okay. Then I'm going to, at a certain time, okay, in about 5 minutes or so, I'm going to start taking questions. Okay. DACA will not, it's going to take 2 years yet, but DACA people, and you know who the DACA people, the dreamers, right? You will get citizenship in 2 years. Actually, I said that about 4 months ago, so maybe a year and a half, but it is coming. So don't worry. You know, I hear so many people, it's so funny. I have friends who are married to illegals. Okay. And they pay taxes, guys. They're paying taxes. They're right. They just don't have a Social Security card. They'll never be able to be on Social Security. That's basically what's going on. I don't think everybody always thinks they're illegals and they're on the system, draining the system. How? They're not. They are paying. Even though the people know they don't have a Social Security card, they're still paying taxes. They've shown me they are. So these people need to be legal citizens. You know, we have a shortage of power, manpower. You know, who wants to work at McDonald's? I mean, some of these immigrants, they don't care. And what really kills me is that everybody thinks it's all Spanish. No, we have now Ukrainians coming in, and they're coming in via Mexico. I have a friend that just got here from Ukraine, and they came through Mexico. Now they're waiting for their cards. It costs over $10,000 to become a citizen here. Why? When we need the manpower. It doesn't make any sense to me. They need to stop that, which they're going to lessen that over within the next year. Okay. Now, some other things. I did predict that there would be flooding here. And yes, what did we have? A flash flood. We got about 3 to 4 inches of rain again. I was right on that. I said we'd have a pretty big storm and it would cause flooding. I was right. Now, I hate to say it, but I have a tendency to read for around my area. I don't do it on purpose. I do big global things, but I don't always understand. I predicted the Japanese assassination. in my last podcast in January. So we're going to be compiling that, and I can prove it. It's on my podcast. I said there'd be an assassination or a shooting at a political rally, which I didn't understand. And I kept saying France and Japan, France and Japan. There's something political going on in France and Japan. Wait, there's something political. It's something, I don't know if there's going to be a terrorist attack. There's something in France. Okay, and all the stuff that I'm saying is about 6 months to a year out right now because I've already predicted them, but I'm reminding. Okay, now I could have been saying something, and I said it over a year ago, something about Yellowstone. Now they had massive flooding, it was scary, but there's something bad with Yellowstone. Okay, and that might be that I'm predicting the flooding. I don't know. I just know that that it did end up being that way. They show me places on the maps, and then they will tell me, and that's all I know. And I repeat what they say. I wake up in the middle of the night and I write it down. So, okay. Now, hi guys. Oh, hello from Wisconsin. Yep, I'm from Wisconsin. Yes, I am. I also spent a lot of time in Florida, in Fort Myers, Florida. So I'm back and forth, looking for some land up in north central Wisconsin and then down in Florida so I can go be snowbird, right? Anyway, so those are some of the predictions. I've gotten a lot of people asking me about those questions on my feeds. So that way this is live. And yes, I'm probably gonna make a video about this. You know, I got a couple people, well, I could have predicted those. Did you predict them to the month or the day? Because I did. You know, I predicted Prince Philip's death, and I said that in January, right before it happened in February. And I said somebody's going to die, and it seems like it's maybe the Queen, but I think it's somebody more like maybe Prince Philip. And I even said that, and I said soon. And it was in January. I predicted it in 2021. So go ahead. Don't believe me. I don't really actually. If you are watching me and you are a follower, you will see my accuracy. I hate to say it, but I'm about 90%. No, I'm not perfect. I will say I'm not perfect. I'm not. Sometimes there's some wishful thinking going on in my part. I'm a fairly liberal person. I'm not super liberal, because I believe in. I do have weapons that are secured, by the way, because we have really bad coyotes. And I'm living out into extremely rural, and they're like dog mixes, and they're scary. And I've had to shoot. I don't like to hurt animals, but we've had to shoot animals because there's something. Yeah, I've had one that stood and looked at me, and I swear it was going to go after me, and it was not even 10 feet away from me. And so I do have guns. So I'm not really. I would say I'm a moderate liberal. People are like, isn't that an oxymoron? No, I'm on the scale more of a moderate liberal. I'm not a super liberal. So, okay. All right. Yes, they were. Yeah, your MI, yes, they're stuck in different podcasts and different, my predictions are on different, no, they're pretty much on my podcast. Now, I know this is crazy, but sometimes I'll be just like reading for you guys and I say predictions. So I predicted I predicted the Super Bowl, the exact score, the right score. I said the Rams by 3. And somebody asked me, so I did, and it was right. So yes, they get stuck in places. So what I'm doing is I'm compiling them into a chart, into like an Excel chart where and when and if it came true. Though I'm actually, it's going to take a lot of time because I have a lot of predictions. So anyway, all right. So I'm going to take some questions, you guys, and this is normally my podcast time, but my podcast is down. So if it seems like it's sort of like my podcast, that it is. And we've been thinking about creating my own podcast all by myself and not having to drive all the way to Chicago all the time. But like I said, I have 1 million live watchers on the damn thing. So I'm kind of like, there's less here today. There's only 500, 300, 400. Okay. All right. So, hi guys. Okay. Follow. Thank you for following. Hello from outside of Chicago. Yes, my podcast is out of McHenry, Illinois, which is suburban Chicago. So that you know. When will your business start? You need business advice. Now, I'm going to tell you about myself. One, I don't play. I don't do all this fancy, bougie, there was this one woman, she was hanging out, man. She was hanging out. I'm like, oh, come on. Granted, she had all these people watching. Like, really? You know what? I don't have time for that. I'm too busy doing predictions and being accurate and bringing some class to my profession. Okay. I, one, will never tell you what to do. It's not my place. You're creating karma. Two, I'm a teacher, 31 years in. Three, I say it like it is. You know what I'm saying? I stick behind my readings. Now, if I cannot be 100% in psychic readings because you have free will. I can say, well, this is the way it looks at this point. You can take a different job in the road. But as a medium, I am 100%, and I guarantee I'm 100%. When you ask for somebody to come through, if I don't get somebody, nobody coming through, I will give you your money back. I think I've only done it 3 times, and I've been doing this 25 years. But I do on occasion get somebody where they won't come through. I asked some recently, a woman was very upset with me, and she'll never call me back. That's fine. I told her she was a double Scorpio. I will not go into details because I protect your privacy, but they were a double Scorpio. And so there's a negativity and a fear. Now, when you're a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, you're always afraid that something you're working on in this lifetime, try to get rid of the fear. Now, my last lifetime, I was a Scorpio. So I understand Scorpio well because that's my south node. My north node is Taurus. So anyway, she asked for her money back because I didn't tell her what she wanted to hear. Because I'm honest. I told her, I said, you need to be doing this, this, and this. Why aren't you? She didn't like it. And I said, no, I'm not giving your money back. I said, you just didn't like what I had to say. I got your mother. I got your grandmother. They were talking to me too. And I'm just repeating what they're saying. But so you just see how that goes. Okay. But yes, I'm a medium. That's how I connect. When you call me, I connect right to your family member and then talk from there. And usually it's called a cold reading, which means that I'm like, okay, they're telling me why you haven't gone ahead and left. You were supposed to leave that apartment, or you were supposed to leave that relationship. Why haven't you? And they'll be like, and I said, because I just repeat what they know. Everybody on the other side knows what's going on. They see it all. Okay. All right. So with that said, let's go here. Let's see. I'm going to start taking questions. Okay. All right. I got about 9 minutes. So about 10 minutes or so. Okay. Hello from northern Wisconsin. I'm on my way up there. I'm going to go to Pictured Rocks, Michigan soon. And I'm also going out to Salem. So you're going to be seeing me live from Salem. So just for fun. I thought that'd be fun. Okay. So I'm doing great today. Thank you. All right. And remember, yes, I'm still doing where you get a free reading. I'm getting a lot of people that are just asking me questions. And I'm like, if you want to ask me a question, it's Cash App. And right now I'm on sale. So listen. I'm doing 3 or 4 a day, and I'm sending them back by a vlog, and they're only $20. So if you want an email question answered, it goes vlog, and it's usually about 3-minute vlog, and I send it back with a link. Because I'm such a verbal person, I could write it, but I'm finding that people are reading between the lines, things that I didn't say. So what I'm doing is, there's no way that you cannot get what I'm saying if I'm saying it. So I'm doing vlogs. Okay? So, all right. Thank you for following. Okay, now here's my thing. For people that do not know me, I need a very specific question. I have determined when there's this many people, and there isn't that many as I'm used to. I'm used to a million people on my podcast. I kid you not. Yes, it's true. That I think 875,000 is what the average. Anyway, you got to be specific, because when I try to concentrate, when I'm going like this, and this, and answering. It really makes me almost ill when I sit down and I try to concentrate on just one person. So you know what I'm saying? So you can't ask me too general of a question. It has to be very specific. Do you think I have an autoimmune disease? And I'll say yes. And blah, 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 blah. Next question. Okay, so you understand. Do you think my relationship with so-and-so, with M, will work out? Yes, but... Do you see how that goes? So I can't take a general, they're making me ill, honestly, because it's taking so much energy from me, because I'm trying to, juggle. Okay. So anyway, all right. So hold on. So now I'm going to take some questions. Will Luis Fernandez and me have a committed relationship? That is Maritas or Maritas. Yes, but I don't know how long you're going to stay in it. I feel it might wear itself out, and it'll be you, not him. I think you're going to realize he's needy or something, and you're just not going to put up with it. Or it's something like that, okay? All right, next question. Hi, guys. Oh yeah, you know what, Laura? I'm trying to create a healing center. So anytime you guys give me money, it is going towards that. I have quite a bit of money for a down payment. I'm not kidding. I would love to do it here at my house, but I can't. I have 5 acres. I don't quite have enough. If I could buy the land behind me, that'd be awesome. They've got like I have a creek behind me and about 30 acres, and they of course they want like 300 and some $1,000 for it. So I'm like, can't quite afford that. But I am looking. I am looking. So yeah. And by the way, if you're gonna book, go into August now. The August bookings are open. So don't. So if you hear that sound, it's because people are booking. So yeah. What's my Cash App? At Enchanted, $ or at enchantedskye, SKYE. It should pop up. It's also on TikTok. So if you back up and look, it should be there. And it also, or buymeacoffee.com/enchantedskye, because that's another place I go. Okay. Do I do remote healing? Right now, Emma, like you guys don't realize that I'm doing healing right now. Now, if you've ever had your photography done, your aura photography, you can go to a metaphysical store and people will show up. And it's on a computer. And if you've never had it done, it's a phenomenal thing. But when I have mine done, you can't see me. You can't, because my aura is so huge because I'm a healer. And it's usually a bluish green. You can change the color as you're sitting and thinking. Did you know that? You sit there and you can hold it. They give you this pad to put and it's on a computer. And you can sit there and you can close your eyes and think. And the colors can change. So does that tell you how you affect people and how much an aura really matters? Just a thought. Okay, so, all right, hold on. Say something about the Ukraine. The Ukraine is going to end in approximately, it may end at the end of this, I heard this year, so I don't know if it's within a year or at the end of the year. But I do want to say that a lot of Ukrainians, for some reason, are going home. There's going to be people going home. So I do say that. I do want to say something's up with Putin. Like, I don't know if he's sick. Something's up with Putin. Like, he's going to back down in some way. I don't understand that completely. I just know that's what I was shown. So you have to remember that I'm shown it, but they don't go into great detail. They just show me. So, okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. Will you have a spiritual breakthrough soon? Enlightenment. Michelle. The reason, if you're asking it, yes. Now, you guys do understand that I'm writing a book on the 7 stages of a spiritual awakening. I'm doing a lot of reading, and so I'm not getting a chance to write my books. But there's 7 stages of spiritual awakening, and one is like the stuck feeling. Then the second one is your Tower card. That's your shock, your blow, something like that. And they go align with the 7 chakras in your body. They go up from down up. Because remember, your spiritual self right there, your soul. That's where your shock and blow is right there, because it's an awakening, right? See how it goes? All the way up. So, okay. Okay. How does okay, you guys are okay, let me one more time explain this. You're too brief, you have to be a little more specific. What happens is it's making me sick. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm concentrating. I've noticed that, and I finally figured this out. That when somebody asks me too much of a question, and you'll see my energy change. Like I have a moderator on here who's a very dear friend, and he sees it. He's like, and so he sees your whole energy changed. And I said yes, because it drains me a little. Okay, now if it's just me and you call me for a reading, that's a completely different matter. But when you've got this much energy and I'm concentrating on one person, there's a drain going on. So you have to be specific, and I can say yes and no and then add stuff, or I just a real brief answer. But if you just say, how's my health? I can't do it. Now, be specific. Am I going to end up? Is my love life going to improve? And am I going to find somebody this year? Do you see how? And I'll say yes or no. See how that goes. Now, I don't do that when I do readings, but with this, just understand. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Not a problem. Well, Anna Cruz, will you be in a relationship soon, towards the end of the year? See how that goes? Oh, yes, please. If you guys have received a reading from me, could you please give me a positive feedback on Google? I'm building up I have somebody that I don't even know, that they were just being trolls and they put a 1 on there and they didn't have enough. And it's a phony person, because we looked the person, they don't exist. So if you've gotten a reading from me, please put something on my Google reviews for me, please. Okay. Okay. Should you move forward or on my restaurant? Wait. Or stay sharing a kitchen? Well, either way, it doesn't matter. You're going to end up getting your own kitchen, your own business. I want to say it's all in the money and how you get the loan. So when and I do want to say you're going to get backed by somebody, or there's a partner somehow involved. That might be like somebody backing you financially. I feel like you're really good, actually. All right. OG Karen. All right. I feel like you're a very good cook. Because I know this is crazy, but I taught for 31 years as an art teacher. I know when somebody's got talent. I can tell. I can feel it. There's an aura you give off. It's a gentle kind of a purpley blue when you're a very artsy, creative. There's something about it, and I can pick that up. And I know I'm right. All right. Oh, MJ, whether there going to be any more delays to your cafe opening in August? No, you're going to open in August, but it won't be the 1st of August. It might be more like the middle. You have my blessings, MJ. I know. I understand. There's some people on here. I know you very well. So I know that yeah, you're going to be okay. Thank you, Desiree. I appreciate it. Should you continue to be friends with Jen? That's son. At a distance, darling, at a distance. I don't feel like she's very trustworthy. I'm not sure. I feel like she gets stuck on herself. Like everything's about her, right? Like she's like, blah, 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 blah. And then when you try to say something wrong with you, you're like, she won't let you talk because she's talking about herself all the time. That's not much of a friend. This is what I have learned. I don't ever cut somebody off because I know what it's like to be ghosted. Recently, two very close friends have ghosted me because I've become very popular. Anyway, and so I don't ghost somebody. I just don't start calling them anymore. If they call me, I might talk to them 10 minutes. And I think they get the message. So and without being mean, cruel, so yeah. All right. So let's see. I got a couple more questions. Will my husband, Artsy Flea. Oh, I love your name. Will my husband be able to sell his business soon? It's going to take it's going to be more towards the end of the year, 4 to 6 months. For somebody who is interested, they're going to come along interested. They're going to have a hard time financing. Okay. Hi guys. Hi. How is everybody? Will my career? Okay. All right. What is your soul's purpose? Okay. Lynn's Marie. Now I could go into this, but that would take a lot of my energy, and I'm trying to share it with everybody. Take your birthday, add it up, and make one number. That's your soul's purpose. Also, your other soul's purpose, go into astrologygumbo.com and look up your North Node. Okay, North Node. That will tell you exactly what you're doing and why you're here. Now, for me, I'm a Taurus North Node. So if you guys are Taurus North Nodes, it's how to make money spiritually and still stay in balance. That is exactly what a Taurus North Node does, and look at what I'm doing. Even 31 years of teaching art, what do you think that was? Making money spiritually. See what I'm saying? I am on the right track. Now, my South Node was Scorpio, which is getting rid of all that negativity, learning to believe in myself, learning to trust the heavens. It's all of it. You're getting rid of all of that, because that was what I see last lifetime. I was Scorpio. So, okay. And what's so interesting is when you know the chart really well, I had a friend of mine go, wow, I'm looking at your chart. You must have a mother who was a Scorpio. I'm like, yeah, my mom was Scorpio. Is that in the chart? She goes, oh yeah, that's here. And she's showing me. So I'm learning right along with you. I know quite a bit. I'm going to be studying. I'm looking for a really good instructor. So if anybody knows somebody who's really good with astrology, I'm really picky because I know so much. I went to one person, I knew more than she did. So that wasn't helpful. So I am looking for an expert. I'm going to be looking for ley lines. I'm looking to learn all of it so I can look at your chart and tell you exactly what's happening. I can see overall for a year, but I want to be able to go down day to day and see. So I'm learning it. Okay, a couple more questions. Marie, is Carson cheating on me? Sorry. Notice how I answer when they're yes. Okay. Hi, Princess. My workers' comp case is taking so long to settle now. My back is worse since my employer denies all treatment for me. Do you see my case settle this year so I can get treatment? I know, Princess. Hold on. I know you well. End of this year, early next. Maybe up into February. Sorry it's taking so long. I'll light you a candle, okay, to try to help it along a little. I'm sorry. I know they just, I'm getting a little tired. I think we all collectively, people don't understand. People think everybody's lazy. That's what kills me about what's going on right now. Well, nobody wants to work. No, everybody's going to work. They're just not going to work for slave labor. They're not going to work for a business that treats them like crap. They've learned their lesson and they're not going back for it. And that's what's bringing the change in this country and this world. So we've realized. Now, here's an interesting thing, because I'm also a historian. I taught U.S. history for a while. Did you know that? Anyway, that in the Middle Ages, the exact same thing happened, which led to the Industrial Revolution. Because all of a sudden, people are always stayed in one spot. Well, the Black Plague came, and now they saw that they had more options. They also said, I'm not working for your garbage. I don't have to stay here on this little bougie little, manor and work for your garbage. I'll go find something elsewhere because there were so many people died. There were so many jobs. So this is a repeated pattern after a pandemic, so that you know. All right. One more question, guys. Okay. Maureen, will you be moving soon? No. Not soon. How old? How young? How much is soon? Maybe 4 months, possibly. I don't want to say not. Might even be a year. Either you have to make your mind up in about 4 months, otherwise it's the next year. Okay. Blessings, you guys. How do you know what you were in a past life? Ooh, because if you go and get some past life regression, you'll know. Now I do offer it, but I suggest anybody go anywhere. I am a different person because of my past life regression. I recognize people. I actually remembered a lifetime so clearly when I met somebody that I am on my way to West Virginia to go find myself. I gave names, I gave places, I gave dates, and every single thing we've researched is right. I just know. Now, this is what's weird. My name in this lifetime is Lana, but my name in my other lifetime was Anna. And I swear it was Anna Evans. And I have found somebody like that. The most common name to this town is Evans. And I'm like, and it's what's really sad is that the person jogged my memory. I'd been married to them. And they jogged my memory. And I said to them, this, and he goes, yeah, you're right. And he even added things that I remembered to my lifetime. Now, there's even a bit worse. So I have a couple of psychic friends. One of my psychic friends says, did you know that guy in your last lifetime? And like you were 7, he was 9 and blah, blah, blah. It was exactly what I remembered, but I didn't say a single word to her. So I know that was confirmation. But it is life-changing to go get past life regression done. It is life-changing because you start to recognize people. You're also able to get rid of old patterns that are detrimental to yourself. So blessings to everybody. I'm out of here. All right. One more questions. Will I be promoted or a new job? You'll get a new job. They aren't going to give you the promotion. If they give it to you, it's not going to be the money you want. Okay. Affluence. Okay. Is your mom looking out for me? She passed away recently. Was she really pretty with like a lighter colored hair? It might have gone gray because I'm seeing lighter hair, like maybe a blonde or like a caramely, long shoulder length. And remember, they can convert back to when they were young and they looked great. Because I want to say she must have looked great in the 70s because she's wearing bell bottoms. You know that you can wear whatever you want. So sometimes they go back in time when they looked great. So, all right. T90. Will I get the college job I interviewed for recently? Yeah, but there's stipulations with it, and I don't know if you want them. I don't know what that means. There's like, so, but if you do this or you don't think about it. All right. Blessings. And I will see you. I'm always on here 9:30 a.m. and here were my predictions. So blessings. Do you have to go out? Oh, my dog has to go out. So I guess I'm ending. So there you go. Blessings, everybody.